First and foremost, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai.
O children of Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Shalom, this is Brother Yuan with GMS South Carolina. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. All right, today's lesson is another segment added to the series I have going called the Atrocities of Edom. And the focus in this lesson is going to be Planned Parenthood. Now, the origins of Planned Parenthood start with Margaret Sanger, who Hillary Clinton, one of the most prominent Democrats in this society. And we know this two-party system is a setup, and it's fool's gold. All right, it's a manipulative tactic used to keep the people asleep. Now, its roots come from Brooklyn, New York. That's where Margaret Sanger started it, and they opened up their first birth control clinic in 1916. Okay. And she referred to black people being weeds and roots that need to be plucked up. So the agenda behind this has always been to attack the so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites of the Bible. All right? Always been the agenda. Okay? Everything that Edom does is geared towards their enemy, which is us. And in turn, they're our enemy. They're the wicked, and the Israelites are the righteous. All right? So a lot of that feminism BS spurs from that. Every mother a willing mother and every child a wanted child. That's what that sign says down there that they have. So, this is, and you see the token black woman right there with the rest of them. And what they're fighting for had nothing to do with her. You see that woman there on the left. What they're fighting for had nothing to do with her, man. Not in the slightest. Our people were all going through the same thing. Black men didn't have control over the institutions to give women rights or jobs or pay or any of those things, man. So Eve was tricked out of her position once again. Okay, but I got this clip that I want to show you guys. And I seen it the other day and it was profound. I had to go research it for myself, man. I was astonished at what I found. There you go.
Hey guys, don't get me wrong. I'm against abortion 100%. I guess I just didn't realize what was going on. Really? Y'all listen to this.
Sets up shop in our minority communities, I being a Latino, you being a black person. And then Planned Parenthood slaughters black and brown babies in the womb, then takes the profit of that and then donates to white Democrat socialists and their political campaigns. So that's why I think the American left is so upset about efforts to stop this very lucrative industry, basically funding their campaigns off of the abortions of black and brown babies. Let's say you...
Well, it is absolutely right. I mean, the reality is 79% of Planned Parenthood shops are operated within black and brown communities. I mean, that is genocide at the highest level.
All right, so I'm sorry for the text being over the video, but if you hear what they said, these Democratic parties, these politicians, they benefit from, our people killing their children. Take that in. These people actually, their agenda to continue to destroy us is funded by the literal deaths of the unborn Israelites. All right, and what I'm going to do is I want to put some information up over this and showing the numbers of the amount of money that goes into the Democratic Party that they recently donated to the Democratic Party, man. Lots of money. Okay? Now, you look at this chart, and this chart is old. This is from 2004. This says this is the proportions of U.S. abortions by race. All right? So you got white women. This is in 2004, which their numbers have dropped dramatically. 34% of them were getting abortions, but we don't care about them, right? 37% are Israel. Well, when you really look at it, man, it's really, you got to add the 37% with the 22% because those are the Israelites. So over half. 59%, 60% of abortions are Israelite abortions, are Israelite deaths. This is a genocide that's happening. You see? This is a genocide, man. Ecclesiastes 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, all right, and them setting up 80% of the Planned Parenthood, pushing this agenda, and I have another clip I want to show you guys as well that allude to that fact. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So because they've laid these snares and traps, and they've been crafty about how they want to destroy us, causing us to err, pushing us further and further away from our power, which makes us easy to manipulate. For all these things, they're being tallied up, man. Injustice is going to be served upon the Lord's return. Okay? And here's one more chart for you guys. I want to read this. And this is from the CDC.gov, right? It says in 2015 to 2017, approximately 65% of women aged 15 to 49 were currently using contraception, birth control. So on top of the abortions being majority Israelites, women are on birth control, so they can't even get pregnant. 2015 to 2017, 64.9%, or 46.9 million of the 72 million women aged 15 to 49 in the United States were currently using a method of contraception. So that's a big number. 72 million women from 15. That's basically all the women that should be are having sex, are having intercourse. 72% of them are on birth control, unless they find a Jake they want to trap majority of the time. And that's not every case, but continuing on, already read Ecclesiastes 25 and 25. Give no water passage, neither wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. And in this society, in the West, the women, because of Esau or in Esau's kingdom, has been given the ultimate liberty to do whatever she wants. There's no accountability for her actions, and she's been lifted up over the man. And that's also a part of the curses. Now, this next clip I want to show you, it's a segment of something that Kevin Samuel said. Now, the guy's not spiritual at all. Okay, he has not the slightest idea to receive salvation or how to receive, eternal life, nor does he act it out. Everything he talks about refers back to carnality, and you even see that when he starts talking about black businesses and stuff like that. But he mentioned, the situation with how they incentivize the woman to remove the man from the home, which is basically a part of the curses. The Lord had that happen. He also talks about it in Jeremiah, and we'll read that precept. But I want to play this clip for you shortly because he said something that was prophesied to come to pass in the Bible. All right, so I'm going to play this clip really quick.
There are some structural things that happen that, in the 60s, when the Great Society came in, and Lyndon Johnson put in the Great Society, they did not expect to happen what happened. Go read the Moynihan Report and Moynihan Scissors. They did not expect to give government assistance and food stamps to the black community and for women to choose the check over the men. They were actually confused as to why this happened. It was like, wait a minute, we thought we would give this to you for a little bit, and then once you kind of got stable,
it was a temporary situation.
Then you get back with it. But no, they took the benefit. So is it the man's fault that you were locked out of unions, unable to get equal jobs and things like that? No, it's not their fault. It's your ultimate responsibility that you were not able to provide for a family you have, yet you can go look at it yourself. Prior to 1960, 65, we were married at a rate of 80%. Broke, Jim Crow, segregated, lynched, everything else. But we had us a community, we had HBCUs, we had churches, we stuck together. We had black business, we had black buses, this, that. But as soon as it came in, when the women were given a choice,
Gad abroad.
far more chose this over the men. And that's the original quote unquote sin that we have yet to deal with in the black community. That makes black men feel some kind of way, and black women don't like to acknowledge.
All right, so the woman was given liberty to gad abroad. Okay, given all this choice and this freedom to do it, and she was placed over the man. And the man was able to be removed from the home, which it destroys a nation. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So the roles are reversed. The woman's the head of the household here in this society. And it's backwards, and it causes so much destruction to the nation. Okay? So much confusion. So much wickedness follows. So, Eve was, deceived by the serpent once again here. And it perpetually happens. She chose the check. She chose Esau's assistance, his philosophy, his wine, over keeping the Israelite family intact. Okay? 1 Timothy 2:11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjugation. So women don't even, they don't want to play their part. They see themselves equal on footing, or they're side by side with the man. And the man's no longer the foundation and the prize. All right? Which in turn, now the men being brought up by these women who don't see men as the prize, or don't show men how to be, a woman can't even show a man how to be a man. So now the man's being removed out of the home. The man can't be examples unto the young boys. The young boys grow up to be pretty much women with penises. All right. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjugation. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And we read this to an old wineskin this past weekend in Myrtle Beach. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman was deceived, being in transgression. So yeah, man, she was deceived back then, and she's being deceived now, even to this day. Mark 3:27, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his good, except he will first bind the strong man. The strong man of our nation, the men of our nation, have been binded and removed, and then he shall spoil his house. So our houses, the nation has been spoiled, man. They've dismantled the Israelite family, and it's so far gone that the only way we can even think about or conceive getting back is if the Lord intervenes, which is going to happen as well. All right? So, man, a little quick lesson I figured I'd do about the atrocities of Edom, man. This place has to be taken down. So with that being said, once again, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakah Kadash. I'm going to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I'm going to say shalom to all the brothers. And of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom. First and foremost, all praise to Yahweh.
O children of Israel, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.